Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is John and this is your Modern Tech Breakdown. Today I'm taking a look at the news that OpenAI is buying Jony Ive's company for $6.5 billion. Let's jump into it. So yesterday, OpenAI announced that they were buying Jony Ive's company for $6.5 billion. If you don't know who Jony Ive is, he is most famous for working with Steve Jobs on the design of the iPhone. And this is pretty big news for obvious reasons, but I'm more interested in the non-obvious details. Let's think back to just a few weeks ago. OpenAI made news when they decided to give up on switching to a for-profit status, and now this week they've bought a company with no products or revenue for $6.5 billion. Is this possibly a scheme to dilute the ownership stake that OpenAI's nonprofit entity has in the for-profit company? I think answering that question will require access to non-public information, so I don't think we can answer that definitively, but the timing sure is curious to me. I'll also note that it came a day after the Google I/O keynote, so they really stole some thunder from Google there. OpenAI has definitely made a splash here with this news and probably has been successful at pivoting the focus of the industry away from when ChatGPT 5 is going to be coming out. But okay, given this news, let's speculate a little bit about the details of this device. The Wall Street Journal reports that the device will be an AI companion that will be an additional device to a smartphone, not a replacement. So I imagine it'll have a microphone, a speaker, probably a camera for inputs. I think it'll have to include a cellular wireless connection and battery to enable people to take it everywhere. But I think it won't have a screen, as Altman and Ive have discussed their desire to wean people off of screens. If it does have a screen, maybe it'll be a small one. But I imagine a small device that's always listening and watching you, collecting information, and then making that information available to you through conversation. Honestly, it sounds like an advanced, personal, portable Amazon Echo device. I think people may be creeped out by this sort of device, and I don't know how willing people are to have their entire life recorded and shared with a big tech AI company. But I've seen comments on X that people think Apple is toast due to this news. Well, a few points about that. One, according to the Wall Street Journal's reporting, this device isn't a phone, so it won't compete directly with Apple's biggest cash cow. And two, if this device were to compete with the iPhone, I think this opinion really glosses over all the entrenched advantages that Apple has in smartphones. They have an ecosystem that people actually value. They have a very strong base of developers making apps for the App Store. They have an enormous user base that would need a huge incentive to make the switch. And I don't think it's trivial to build a highly polished mobile consumer electronic device in 2025. There's been a few companies that have already tried making AI devices, and they haven't gone very well. But whether or not this device is successful or not, to me, the most compelling computer interaction has always been the computer on Star Trek: The Next Generation. You can just speak aloud and ask the computer questions and get excellent answers, or give it commands and it carries them out flawlessly. Obviously, AI could be a key component to this sort of experience, but I think we're still a ways to go before we get to this point. But I'll wrap this up with a positive. This is exciting news. Even though I'm quite skeptical of OpenAI for many reasons, it's great to hear that there's a very significant effort being made at making a new breakthrough device. It's been a while since we've had a new groundbreaking computing device. So what do you think? Is this thing going to work or not? Leave a comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time.